Hey everyone, welcome to part 2 in my series of videos showing you how to upgrade the old paper speakers in my Project 2003 Chevy Suburban 2500. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to install some high quality 5 1/4 inch two-way speakers here into the rear doors.
Before we get started, if you haven't already, be sure to check out my introduction video on my Project 2003 Chevy Suburban 2500 4x4. I do a complete review including all the specifications, model history, and I do an in-depth test drive on this very capable yet inexpensive heavy-duty SUV. Also, be sure to check out part 1 in this series of videos, where I show you how to install Infinity Kappa Series 6.5 inch component speakers into the front doors.
Now the rear doors of the Suburban have a single 5 1/4 inch speaker. So I decided to go with Infinity's reference series REF 5032 CFX 5 1/4 inch two-way speaker, meaning it has the tweeter mounted on top of the driver. This will be a nice, simple, easy installation, no crossovers to mount anywhere, just one speaker to put in. Okay, here is everything you are going to need to install the reference series 5 1/4 inch two-way speakers into the rear doors of the Suburban. Now there's a few supplies that you're going to need. Nothing really comes with the speakers themselves, only some foam to put around the rim of the speaker. So there's a couple things we're going to need. First thing you're going to need is some foam. And what this is going to do is it's going to help seal the speaker up. Unfortunately, the hole in the door is a little bit larger than the rim of this speaker. So we're going to cut out some foam rings that will go around this to help it seal up in the door. The other thing you're going to need is some self-tapping screws. These tabs do not extend out far enough to match up to the factory screw holes, so we can't use those. So we're going to need to drill in some new screws. So you'll need some self-tapping screws for that. And then you'll need a couple of crimp connectors to crimp onto the wires that are in the door. These speakers do not use the set screws like the Kappa series does. It has these tabs for crimp connectors. So those are the supplies that you'll need. For the tools, you're going to need your trusty little interior clip tool. You will need a flathead screwdriver, a pair of scissors just to cut out the foam, a crimp tool. You'll need some clippers to strip the wires, and then a Sharpie to mark our circles to cut that out. And then we're going to need a 7mm socket driver, like we did on the front doors, to pull a couple of the screws out. And then you're going to need a T15 Torx bit to remove the factory speaker from the rear door. So that's everything you should need to get the rear speaker installation done. So let's get to it. Okay, as I showed you, unfortunately the speaker is a little bit too small for the opening in the door. So we're going to cut out a foam piece that will go around this when we mount it, that'll seal it up nice and neat. So what we're going to do is we'll just take the speaker and we'll lay it here on this piece of foam. And this foam stuff, this is easy to find at any hardware store. It's pretty cheap. It's about a 1/2 inch thick. And then what I want to do is just make sure that I draw the line around it about the size of where these tabs are. Like that. And then we'll do another one too. I'm going to cut it out. Okay, we're just going to mark it about here, and that gives us the spot to start from. And there you go. And again, when you're setting the speaker down, don't set it on the bench. Put it on the foam so it's a little softer. I don't want to hurt the tweeter. So as you can see, I cut it a little bit tight, but that's fine. It'll just squeeze right around like that. And then we can put it in the door. Before we get started, check out the third video in this series for details on how to remove the rear door panel. Okay, we got the door panel off. Now it's time to remove the factory 5 1/4 inch speaker. Now, unlike the front door, this one's actually held in by 4 screws, not clips. So we need to take those off. Those screws are Torx bits, and they are a T15. So you need to get a little Torx bit, whether you use a hand driver or, you know, I'm going to use the drill. And we back these 4 screws out. Like that. Now we can get the speaker off. These are held on by some glue, so they're kind of a pain in the butt to get off. So get a nice flathead screwdriver just to kind of get behind this and pry it. You kind of have to just work it out. That's like that. Now the wire pigtail on this is a little bit short, but you can kind of see here, you just got to push down on this clip to release it. And there's your factory speaker. This one's actually in better shape than the front speaker. You could save this if you wanted to, but the surround is kind of cracked in a couple of spots, but it's actually not horrible. Okay, we've got our speaker ready to go in. We've got our foam cut out. So we just need to put our crimp connectors on first. Now, in the left rear door, the speaker color wires are brown and yellow. The positive here is your brown wire, and your negative wire is the yellow wire. And then when we get over to the passenger side rear door, it's light blue and dark blue. Dark blue is positive on that side. On the back of the speaker, always on aftermarket speakers, always, the larger pin is positive. The small pin is negative, always. So we're going to put the small crimp connector onto the yellow wire to go here. And the large one will go onto the brown wire. Okay, now we're going to take some self-tapping screws and install it. And there you have it, completely installed. Okay, the speaker is installed, so time to put the door panel back on so we can move over to the right side. And done. sounds so much better. Well, that wraps up this installation project. These Infinity speakers have dramatically improved the sound quality over the stock old paper speakers. Pretty easy project, took a better part of a day. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay tuned for more episodes on my project, 2003 Suburban 2500.